What's good, sports gamers? And today I'll be going over with you some tactics you can use with your pick and roll that are often underused in NBA 2K24. I'm Chris from Sports Gamers Online, and alright, let's get it. First off, I want to go over when you're coming around the screen and you engage with the big's defender, sometimes they're not actually locked on to you. Just as your attention could be split between you being the ball handler and what the screen guy's doing, so is it for this defender. You may pick up the big for a brief second as the user is currently trying to work around the screen, or going rogue trying to cover the roll man and the big isn't really guarding you. And if you wait a split second, he ends up leaving you wide open. Or a more common occurrence when driving and you're right under the basket. You can open yourself up for a wide open shot right at the rim by waiting as they peel back to the roll man for the expected pass. Another sneaky way you can utilize the pick and roll is, and this is specifically against guys who like to use their center, you can get your big man right in front of the rim by calling for a pick and roll with them. The important part is you have to be on the opposite side of the court, so they have to cross in front of the rim to come over. It happens so fast and your opponent is usually ball watching, playing off ball, that you can quickly get into prime position before they even realize what's happening. You can keep your on-ball defender honest and not try to jump your pick and roll by having your pick and roll man be set up on the opposite side of where they're coming from. Again, this will keep your opponent user defender honest trying to jump the screen and even move them out of the way and have you walk right into an open shot if they guessed wrong. And to change the side, click in the left stick to switch the side of the screen. And the side he will set up on will be the direction the up and down line is on. Next is utilizing empty side pick and rolls while coming up the court. So when you come up the court with the ball handler and you notice there's only one guy on the side you're going up towards, simply call for a pick and roll at full speed to catch your opponent off guard and you end up with wide open space to the rim. If you notice your opponent is controlling the screen guy's man, you can utilize a slip screen by hitting LB or L1 before the on-ball defender makes contact with the screen, and they will quickly bolt to the rim. This can catch user defenders off guard, especially if they believe you're about to go around the screen and are caught out of position. Another strategy against users who are on their bigs when you're coming around the screen and driving into the lane is you can legit take your time. A popular strategy I like to do is cross back the other way and get them chasing and or combine a quick stop and go to get them fidgety and give up their positioning by jumping. In these spots you can easily defeat the big with precision. I talked about this earlier against humans, but you can easily get yourself a quick 2 points right at the rim against the computer after coming to a complete stop with a flick shot that is always shown at most as lightly contested, with the majority of the time the game consider it being a wide open shot. So why not, right? Also, when coming around the screen and attempt to drive to the rim, the moment when you initially appear to commit to doing so is when you're also open to take mid-range shots against a user defender, as they're solely going to be focused on meeting you at the rim here. This is where simple snatchbacks can become your best friend here and give yourself wide open shots in the mid-range. Another thing that you can throw your opponent off guard with is utilizing guard-to-guard screens by manually calling for a screen with your point guard or shooting guard by hitting LB or L1 on your controller and then holding their icon for them to come over. This makes it even tougher for your opponent if they're off-balling against one of these positions to immediately now they're the rim protector and a less skilled one at that. And also when you do it, if your opponent is not controlling the guard's defender, they will immediately go into their pick and roll coverage. So if you got in your settings your hedge defender in a drop or a catch hedge, their defender will immediately drop into the paint. And if you do it at the last second, your opponent won't even realize what's happening. It can get you an easy pick and fade just from confusion. So alright, sports gamers, I hope this video was able to help you out. And if you want, what's something that you have added to your pick and roll that's effective for you? Leave it in the comments down below. And stay tuned here for more NBA 2K24 content because you know I got y'all. I'm Chris from Sports Gamers Online. And all right, be good, y'all.